Shalom, y'all. Resistance is Spellbreaker here. Today we're going to talk about, will your gang stalkers ever go away? And the answer is yes, they will. Now, how do I know that's the answer? Is it just because mine went away? No. The reason that I know that your gang stalkers will go away at some point is because I understand where they come from and how the world works and where they fit in on this chart. Now, people will argue with you all the way to the moon about how many levels of the occult there are, how many secret societies there are, and things like that. That's not what this video is about, but it's relevant for a quick understanding, basic levels, okay? So you have Satan and his army up here. You have the people who are directly underneath him, the high priest, you know, the royal family, the Pope, okay, people who were very high in the occult, who hear directly from him. Beneath them, you have Lucifer's chosen people, who I can't talk about, who like to wear small hats, if you catch my drift. If you don't, sorry for your luck. Okay, these people, along with some others, they are basically in charge of the government. So they're going to be in charge of your presidents and so forth, which brings us down here to basically your government, okay? Then it comes down here to like your state governments, okay? And this is where your Freemasons are. And where Freemasons are, this is where your law enforcement is. I've showed in a previous video that every single branch of law enforcement is tied to Freemasonry and has a Freemason, you know, club, basically. So Freemasonry and law enforcement are hand in hand, and you can look that up for yourself and find it to be true. Well, a lot of people find it hard to believe. So down here, this is where your gang stalkers originated, right in this level of the occult. Now I have another video on how people become gang stalkers. You should check it out if you haven't. But basically, the police officers, I believe, are the handlers of the gang stalkers. So then down here, this is where we are, the Goyim slave. Okay, this is you and I. So here you are, right? That's you. Right there, okay? You're the problem. You're the naughty boy, okay? Or girl, whatever. So, basically, you're not supposed to ever see any of this. You're not supposed to understand this exists. You're supposed to believe in a whole different pile of shit called the USA, or wherever you live. USA. And when you can see through that, and you can see what's actually taking place, you become a problem. Well, these people don't so much give a shit about you. Okay? Now, why are you a problem? Because if you start screaming this to the top of your lungs, you can wake all these people up. And there's a hell of a lot more of these people than these people. You see what I'm saying? You see how you understanding things becomes a problem for these people. So, down here on this level, okay, which, you know, is basically the level that you and I are going to be talking to people at. We're not going to know our state senators and things or people high up. These people kind of, they don't walk among us, I'll just say. So, the law enforcement has to deal with you, okay? The Freemasons, it's up to them to do something about it. They're hand in hand with law enforcement. Law enforcement recruits people who are gang stalkers who used to be down here with us, okay? But now, they've decided to hop on the other side of the fence, not fully understanding how the occult works or that they're even working for the occult. And now these are your gang stalkers right here, working for the police who are all in the Masonic Brotherhood. So these gang stalkers will target you. Okay? So how do I know these people are going to go away at some point? Because they're funded by the Masons Lodge. Now, it's a common thing, 3 years, it was exactly 3 years for me, and then these people just poof out of thin air. Okay? They had one last little hurrah. I can't talk about it, because if I do, then one of them could hear it and know who I am. But basically, and it's a common theme I've heard with other TIs. after 3 years, these people tend to give up. Okay? I believe there's different levels of targeted individuals. I also don't believe a lot of targeted individuals. I think some of these are actually just crazy people, because they claim that, they got helicopters after them, and jets and planes and things. And quite frankly, hate to break it to you, you're not that important in the grand scheme of things. There's nothing that that's going to hurt someone up here. You see what I'm saying? Very, very rare occasions. So these people aren't going to be bringing out jets and planes, and then I also believe that the CIA puts people in the limelight to act insane and claim that they're being gang stalked. Like when I go to these gang stalking, like where a lot of TIs will gather up together and the news shows up, they're always interviewing someone that's talking about, oh yeah, the government's beaming messages off of the moon up my rectum and they're coming out of my mouth or something. It's completely crazy to make us all look stupid, okay? And that's part of what the CIA does to discredit us when they're caught with their hand in the cookie jar, because they know that the masses aren't going to believe you because you sound crazy. Okay? So it's hard to see through who in fact is a TI and who isn't. But after 3 years, these people, they give up. Because there's another one over here. You see what I'm saying? There's another somebody who knows too much over here. There's another one over here. And there's another one over here. Now, they can't get a lot of gang stalkers. Okay? There's only so many absolute slime bags on this earth. So after 3 years, it's obvious you're not going to commit suicide, which is their goal, is to silence you. Sometimes they can gang stalk someone for a very short period of time and that person will shut up. Okay? Now, obviously, in some circumstances, that ain't going to happen. So they want this person to die. But after 3 years of constant stress, constant surveillance, constant harassment, this person hasn't went yet. They haven't hung themselves, killed themselves somehow. Most likely they're not going to. You also have to understand these people study our minds, and they understand how our brains work. And so on a chart, you got to understand. I'll do a whole other video on how these people are funded, but that's why they use gas cards and gift cards, because being up here with the occult, they're up here with business owners and the heads of Walmart and the heads of Target and the heads of Come and Go gas station. So they're getting these gift cards for 5 cents on the dollar, and that's how they're paying these guys. Okay, that's how they can afford to have people follow you around for years at a time. And that's why it sounds so crazy to somebody who doesn't understand that this is truly the way the world works. Okay, so your gang stalkers, after a while, their funding is going to run out. These people up here are going to go, hey, this person hasn't killed themselves yet, and it's been a long time, and we've spent out, shit, think about 1 week. Think about 1 week, you're paying 10 guys in 8-hour shifts to follow someone around. Just thousands and thousands. Just in 1 week. Okay? And how long have these people been following you around? Just think about all the money they've spent to follow you around, and they're not getting the result they want. At some point, they're going to go away because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. There's someone over here that knows some same shit as you. There's someone over here. Now, we got to try to kill them. It's a numbers game, okay? They know that they're not going to be able to kill every targeted individual, every person that they target. But some of them they are. So they're out to kill as many people who understand the truth as possible. So if you're someone who understands the truth and you're not committing suicide, you are a menace to them and their pocketbook. They're going to go away. They will. And you can pray them away, and it works. The power of prayer is something, these people are cultists. They are afraid of our king. And the closer you get to him, the further these people will want to run away from you. So, and just, with lots and lots and lots of targeted individuals, I've always heard this 3 years. And, so I don't know how long they've been after you. Some people say that they'll never go away, and that's a lie. That's a lie. I believe that those people who claim that they've been gang stalked for 20 and 30 years, I actually believe that those people might be losing their freaking minds. So, I hope this helps you. I hope this brought some sort of encouragement or hope into your life, okay? I really, 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 really do. Have a great day.